Adam Chris from MMAnews.com, being joined by Tony Hulk Johnson Jr., who defeated Mukhamad Vakhaev via first-round stoppage, defending his ACA heavyweight strap. Went down in Minsk, Belarus at the Falcon Center. He's back in his home in Nashville, Tennessee right now, kicking it with his heavyweight strap all the way back from overseas. What's going on, champ? Tony, how are you, brother?
I feel good. I expected it. I told everyone I was going to knock him out. We had a little confrontation before the fight, and I told him and everyone that I was going to make him pay on Friday, and that's exactly what I did. I'm starting. I'm believing in myself. I'm opening up in the cage a lot more, and I expected that. I expected nothing less from myself.
So the confrontation, what that happened, weigh-ins, where did all that stem from? What went down there? I got to hear the story from the man himself.
All right, so it's funny. So I was supposed to have fought his brother Ali Khan, right? Ali Khan, he was talking shit, and someone had told me. Then I said some shit, and then Muhammad had said some shit with Ali Khan, and I was like, okay, well, since you guys want to talk shit after I finish you, I'm gonna come after your boyfriend. And calling a Chechen man gay is like the utmost disrespect. It's like talking about somebody's mama. And he told me he wanted me to apologize. I'm not apologizing. And I'm pretty sure, I'm 95% sure that the translator translated it wrong, because I've had a lot of Russian friends tell me, hey, the translator, he didn't say what you said. He said, and then he said I called him a motherfucker. And so he got mad. And here's the crazy thing about the whole situation is, I flew out on Monday from Chicago. Flew out Monday from Chicago. Then I had a 12-hour flight. I had a 12-hour flight to Istanbul, 24-hour layover. Then a 4-hour flight to Belarus, an hour drive to the hotel. And then as soon as I get to the hotel, I have to do the interview. So after all this travel, I got to deal with this. I'm like, man, you know what? It's fine. I took it in stride.
Man, so like I said, you got it done. There was only just a couple seconds left in the first round, and then you got that clip, and then you finished the job, man. Once you were able to land that right hand, did you know it was pretty much over after that?
No, I didn't. It's funny. When I threw that right hand, I wasn't I know it sounded really hard, but I wasn't even power. It's just I've been working with my trainer Tim from National MMA, and we're doing these just simple exercises where it's just body mechanics. And then when I hit him with the right hand, in my I didn't even hear. I just saw him drop out of my eyesight, and I just that's kill mode for me. Attack. I really didn't expect to drop him like that, but I guess you expect the unexpected at any time.
It's like they say, man, it's the ones that you don't think that are going to hurt them. It's the ones that they wind up do hurting them, man. So, I guess if you don't feel it so much, then, hey, it's good on you that you just landed the clean shot that way. And that transitions me into my next question, which I was talking to you before the interview started about the beautiful boxing, man. For a heavyweight, mixing it up the way you did with the jabs and just going from the body to the head. Just from a boxing fan, and like I was telling you and gushing before the interview, it was a thing of beauty, because you don't see that in MMA, and you don't see it in heavyweight MMA. And the way you were, one, dictating the pace, and two, utilizing your jab and going from body to head, you were keeping them guessing, man. Was that a part of the game plan?
Yeah, I knew his hands weren't that good, and I believe my hands a lot more than I have ever in my whole life. And I just felt like if I could utilize my boxing, I'm not worried about the takedown. I know if he takes me down, I can get up. That wasn't the issue. So it allowed me to open up with my boxing, and yeah, that was a plan. Just mix it up, keep him guessing. Eventually I was going to attempt to take him down, but I saw an open shot and I finished it.
Did you anticipate it happening so early? I knew you were going for the knockout. We had talked about that, but did you think it was going to happen like it did?
Man, to be honest, I thought it was going to happen second or third round when he got tired. Because it's easier to get a knockout when he's tired. And I've seen his fights. And for me, as a heavyweight, I have really good cardio for a heavyweight. And I knew, the later rounds, I can get that knockout. But, I was reading him, and every time I threw a jab, he would duck. Or if I threw a left hook, he would duck. And I saw him when I threw a left hook and he slipped it. I just saw that I slipped. When I threw the left hook, I turned my body. And then, my right hand it just was easy. It's like all that torque. And I saw it. I finished it, man. And The rest is history.
The rest is history, and the champ is still here. So,
Three times.
anything that Vakhaev did that surprised you at all? I mean, I know it was just a single round, but I mean, for what it was, he did manage to get you to the ground just for that little bit of time. You were able to scramble back to your feet very quickly. But anything that he surprised you with?
You know, his boxing was a little better than I thought. You know, his hit movement wasn't that bad, but you know, so I'm not gonna make excuse for him taking me down. But like, no one knew I was actually nursing an injury. I had dropped 220 pounds on my chest. So my sternum was like, it happened like 2 weeks for the fight. So my sternum, like the day after I dropped it on my chest. Like I took off that Wednesday. I couldn't even move, sitting back, like sitting down. And you don't realize how much pressure you put on your chest when you sit down, or lean back or turn to the side. I felt all that, and like every day, me and my trainer worked just to get it moving, just getting more mobile, more active. And like that's why when he took me down, like I was probably about 80%, but like for instance, so my daughter wrestles, and I was working with a kid, and I couldn't even hold him down after the fight because it was after the fight. I couldn't even hold him down because like my chest was still so sore. So like when he took me down, I was like, I'm just gonna let him take me down, let me get up and work. But like there's no excuse. But that's why it looked like he took me down with ease because my chest was freaking sore from that dropping on my chest
I would guess so with that kind of weight dropping on your chest. Oh my
on the
gosh.
incline.
Whew.
God,
Yeah, for
yeah.
real. But so 3 up, 3 down, man. You got them all done by stoppage too. So what's next on the radar?
And his brother Ali Khan won some, and I think they're gonna put that together. It's good. We don't like each other. It could be another fight before the press conference. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna fight. I know I'm in these guys' head. It's like if I was to fight, like for instance, if I was to fight Muhammad after he slapped me or tried to slap me, if I hurt the dude, then I get half my money. So it's all about look. I know I'm in their head. I know I'm in their head. I'm gonna stay in his head, and I'm gonna make. I want him to play. I want him to play off his emotions because at the end of the day, if you play off your emotions, you're not thinking it's a street fight. So I'm in his head. I want to stay in his head. And Ali Khan's next. He's gonna be knocked out.
And at the end of the day, you're the one that has what he wants. So if anything, they're the one that's chasing the champion.
Exactly. Exactly. They chase the champion. Exactly. And these guys. I know it's funny because I'm the only. Me and Daniel James are only ranked USA heavyweights in ACA. I'm the only heavyweight American champion in ACA. And I know they want their belt back, but they ain't going to get it back. They're not going to get it back.
So realistically thinking, minimally injury, do you have a timestamp of when you want to get back? Obviously, you have a name that you might want, but a timestamp of when you want to get back.
I would love to get back in like February sometime, but I think it'll be probably like May. They said they want me fighting every 6 months, but I would love to get done early. Get done. I would love to get done in February sometime, but we'll see.
So with everything, the Thanksgiving holiday season wrapping up. Now we got the holidays around the corner. How's the champ going to celebrate, man? You got the third time the charm win. You got the strap in your back. You got the target on your back now. So how's the champ going to celebrate the holidays?
The champ just made 6 figures, so I'm going to relax and enjoy the family. You know what I mean? Christmas shopping and just enjoy the time off. To be honest, I all last year, the whole COVID thing was like everything kept getting postponed, and then it was kind of at the when I fought in November, which is like go go go. I fought in November, then had to help Francis Ngannou out with his training camp, and then fight again in April, then the training camp again. So I think I may end up helping Francis out for his next fight. Me and Dewey talked, his striking coach. I just got to figure out when I'm gonna get out there. But besides that, just hanging out with the family, enjoying time.
Well, since we have you, and I might as well ask you about your boy Francis. What do you think about him and Cyril Kane? How do you anticipate that fight playing out?
Man, Francis is gonna have to come out hard and fast, man, and make sure his cardio is good. If his cardio is good, if he can last 5 rounds, without getting tired, it'll be a short night for Gaines, yeah. But it's gonna be a tough fight. Gaines is a gamer. He's very agile. But he doesn't possess knockout power. So if Francis hits him one time, hits him clean, it could be night. And so he got that. I call that Deontay Wilder hand. But yeah, of course I'm rooting for Francis. That's my guy. That's my brother.
So you're taking the champ to keep the belt, and the champ is going to keep the belt in ACA until next year comes around, and he's going to have another Vakhaev on his radar, right?
Yeah, two Vakayevs. Yeah, two brothers. I
Tuva
can't my highlight.
Oh man. Well, listen. Best of luck in the future. I can't wait to
Thank
talk to you before your next fight. Enjoy the holiday season. Congratulations yet again on another fantastic performance. The champ is here, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate you guys, man. I also want to give a shout out to Hypoxia Chicago. I wasn't able to. I forgot them in an interview when I was in ACA, so I want to give them a shout out now and shout out everyone that helped me with the training camp and follow me on Tony Johnson Jr. On Instagram. And hey, we're going for the fourth one.
There he is, Tony Johnson Jr., the Hulk. He's going for 4 in a row, and he's trying to get it done next year in 2022. He defeated Mukhamad Vakhaev in the first round at ACA. It went down just a couple weeks ago. He got it done in the first round. For Tony Johnson, I am Adam Christ. Make sure you keep a lock to MyMMAnews.com for all your fight news needs.